In this video, we'll cover lesson 1.3, Business Objectives. This is a very short lesson, however, a very important one still. When a business is set up, they must have two primary objectives, and this is the vision and the mission statement. Now, the main thing that you must remember is how to distinguish between the two. A vision statement indicates the organization's core values and what they strive to be in a very distant future. It's the guide for corporate culture and the strategies which are applied. You must remember, this can change and it's very broad and very abstract. Companies tend to be as broad as possible. Whereas a mission statement, on the other hand, is a motivating declaration of the reason why the company exists, its identity, and the focus it has. This is usually unchanged over time, and the key thing is that it's very narrow and specific. Apart from those two, there's other objectives which a company must set. These objectives must be attainable and must actually be assessed whether they're achieved or not. A company must be able to do that in order to understand whether it's being successful or not. They can be split up into three categories. There's tactical objectives, which are specific targets with definitive timelines, which are usually short-term. This means less than a year. There's operational objectives, which are day-to-day targets. And there's strategic objectives, which are long-term goals the whole organization is working towards. This means over a year's time. As well as that, there's ethical considerations a company must take into account. We call this corporate social responsibility. These are the moral obligation a company has to have in order to positively impact society as a whole. This is done by setting ethical objectives, which the company must stick to in order to please certain stakeholders. We'll go over stakeholders in the following lesson 1.4. Now, there's advantages and setbacks by applying corporate social responsibility. The advantages are that you're obviously earning a positive corporate image as you're putting your company in a good light. You're building customer loyalty as they're more likely to trust someone who is acting ethically. You're boosting employee morale because it tells them that they're working for an ethical corporation. And it's giving you a competitive advantage over other companies because some customers might want to stick to companies that are morally right. However, there's setbacks that come with this as well, which are obviously the high costs. It's very hard to be ethically correct while also going for the cheapest option there is. There's added bureaucracy as these ethical objectives must be set into the company rules. And there's always stakeholder conflict, as some people just do not care whether they should act morally or not. They might only just care about the money. Thank you very much.